Hello and welcome everybody to today's edition of Breaking News Business here at Mexico News Network. I'm your host Elliot Bullman. Remember to follow us on all our social networks and to catch us every day by logging onto our website, mexiconewsnetwork.com, for relevant stories and news. Let's start with today's show. FEMSA, the Mexican multinational beverage and retail company, announced its Coca-Cola FEMSA Philippines franchise is investing up to $800 million or $200 million a year between now and 2020 to expand its Philippine operations. The plan is for the investment to go into more manufacturing lines, trucks, equipment, distribution infrastructure, marketing, training, and developing people. This year, Coca-Cola FEMSA will also invest up to $170 million in the Philippines, adding that the capital outlay will include the acquisition of 2 production lines in areas where the company expects to see sales growth expand along with the country's growing middle class. The investment is expected to increase capacity by 20%. Back in 2013, the Mexican company acquired a 51% stake of Coca-Cola Bottlers Philippines, owned by the Coca-Cola Company, for $688.5 million. Philippines is primarily involved in bottling operations. It operates only in that country and doesn't export any of its products. Coca-Cola Atlanta is the beverage parent company. Coca-Cola FEMSA Philippines' newly appointed CEO, Fabricio Ponce, projects sales growth of 5%, tracking the country's economic growth despite facing some tough challenges such as the possible backlash resulting from the Chinese currency devaluation and possible developments in Saudi Arabia concerning job cuts overseas for Filipino workers. The upcoming elections have already resulted in a pickup in beverage sales. Coke now controls 65% of the country's soda market. FEMSA currently employs 14,000 Filipinos and has 19 plants spread throughout the country. The Philippines is considered among the top 3 markets of Coca-Cola in Asia, China being number 1. At CES 2016, LG unveiled its signature line of appliances for the Mexican market, including televisions priced at 1.5 and 2 million pesos. And a fridge that opens its door when you wave your foot under it. Antonio Hidalgo, LG's vice president of home electronics, said, "In Mexico, there's no other 1.5 million peso television on the market. It's the most expensive in the country, and they've already sold 4 in just 2 months. LG OLED Signature costs $100,000. LG is banking on Mexico as the 3rd largest market of millionaire families in the world. Plus, Mexico City is one of the top 3 consumer luxury cities in the world, after New York and Tokyo." The appliance market in Mexico is currently worth $1.6 billion, and the premium segment accounts for 15%, which is why the South Korean company seeks to sell Mexicans with higher purchasing power, ultra-high-definition TVs, as well as refrigerators that detect motion and are automatic. Supposedly, the sensor will even tell the difference between people and pets, so it doesn't accidentally open for your curious dog. The company also announced that in the future, they'll seek to sell in Mexico an air purifier because of the climate crisis in Mexico City. This is definitely a product that many people will want to have. The interesting thing for consumer brands in Mexico is that the market is made up of curious shoppers who are constantly looking for something new. There's such a wide variety of people from different socioeconomic backgrounds, as well as a great cultural diversity, which enables companies to segment the market to see how it would react to a certain product. With the purpose of supporting more Mexican entrepreneurs, innovation, and the talent of Mexican video game developers, the National Entrepreneur Institute will destine nearly 400 million pesos towards this growing sector. It's the National Video Game Contest MX 2016, which last year received around 200 contestants from 20 different states in Mexico. This year, it's expected to surpass that success, and the budget was increased thanks to support from the World Bank, with the aim of selecting projects capable of generating major impact. Organised by the Entertainment Software Association, government branches and private organisations, this contest is for video game developers to stimulate the creative industry sector. The name of the call to participate: High Impact Impulse and Entrepreneurship. Those who can make the best video game ready for commercialization will win. Last year, they received more than 1,000 requests, from which 15% of the entrepreneurs were given support. INADEM wants to make Mexican companies stronger, highlighting the importance of innovation and young people's ideas and how to achieve successful business models as a result of this. The date for enrollment opened up on February the 29th and it will end on September the 30th. During this time, workshops and talks between the developers and people from the video game industry will take place. Businessmen, independent developers, students with finished products, either new or already in the market, and even underage people can participate. These last only with storyboards. There's over 200,000 pesos in cash prizes, software, hardware, and scholarships. The award will be presented in October at the Entrepreneur Week from INADEM, where 9 winners will be awarded, divided in 3 categories. And finally, in economics. The Mexican peso increased 0.2% to 18.77 on Tuesday, July the 26th, from 18.57 in the previous trading session. The peso changed, up 1.54% during the last week, was down 1.05% during the last month, and was up 15.26% during the last year. Mexico's IPC index decreased 0.84% to 47,130 on Monday, July 25th, from 47,530 in the previous trading session. Mexico's IPC index changed up 0.15% during the last week, up 5% during the last month, and was up 7.82% during the last year. This was all for today. Thank you for staying with us. I'm your host, Elliot Bullman, and remember to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Log on to MexicoNewsNetwork.com for more information on Mexico and the world. Until next time.